Hey everyone, it's Michelle, and today I am doing a full face of my favorite makeup. Everything from my favorite palette, at least at the moment, to foundation, to concealer, everything. So if you want to see how I got this look, let's do it. Let's go. I'm gonna play it right now. Let's go. So my skin is prepped, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go in with my brows first. My all-time, hands down, ride or die favorite brow product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, shade dark brown, at least for now with my hair this dark. Since brows are so boring to do on camera, I'm gonna do my brows real quick, clean them up, and then we'll go into my eyes. Okay, my brows are on and they're cleaned up. My favorite eye primer is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've actually heard though that the Ulta Beauty brand is a really great dupe for it. Once this one's out though, I have another backup of this. And then maybe when that one's out, I'll try the Ulta Beauty to see how it really compares. I mean, I've tried a few different ones now and this just always beats them. Like even the Too Faced one, which I know is really popular, there's something about this Urban Decay one that I don't know if it's all in my head or if it really is just like locking my shadow in all day. But it's not cheap, I know that. But, pro tip, maybe not a pro tip for me, your girl with a spending problem. Usually every year it's like on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for 50% off, which is why I have a backup, because during their last sale that they had where it was on sale, I bought one. And I mean, a tube lasts forever. I do my makeup probably at least 4 times a week and I use it every time. And I've had that tube, God, forever, and it's still, I feel like, is half full. Not a beauty tool, but it is if you're me. Scotch tape. Like I've told you guys before, I don't use tape every time, but if there's a certain look I'm going for and I want it for just that sharp thing, then I'm gonna use tape. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so we can do the eyes real quick. It's really hard when you start to have as much makeup as I do to pick a favorite palette, but right now I can say with full confidence the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream I'm reaching for at least once a week. The shades are absolutely stunning. This Blueberry Muffin, oh my gosh, and I think that one's called Sugar Cookie. Yes. The quality is great, they're pigmented, they blend so easily, and I love the tones. This is a perfect palette. And you can go totally neutral with it if you want to. It's got the peaches and some browns, but I love the berry shades. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna start by going in with Sugar Cookie. And I'm just slowly working it into the crease. It's very light. It's like the lightest, softest pink. So I'm not exactly using it for a transition, more of just kind of setting my primer and a pre-transition. All right, and I'm done. Just kidding, it's not the 90s anymore. All right, now I'm gonna take the shade Soft and Sweet. It's like a peachy, taupey, matte. Pretty much, it's the perfect transition for me. And again, slowly blending it into the crease. I know most people will take it and they'll blend it out that way. I don't know why, I just find with my hooded eyes, it works better for me to at least start when I'm building it up from outer to inner. The best thing about makeup is there are no rules to makeup. You can't do your makeup and someone's gonna say you're doing it wrong, because you're not. Who decided that? Makeup is just self-expression, it should be fun, it's a creative outlet for a lot of people. For me especially. I've said it before on Instagram, but like when I became a mom, I totally lost myself. And makeup really helped me find who I am. I was never a fan of makeup. I did the most basic makeup for so long. I was fine, I was happy. It's not like I need the makeup. I have a friend and she started a Facebook makeup group, and that's kind of where my love for it began and my love for it took off. That being said, I've come a long way, but I have so much to learn still. And my little community that I have on Instagram, I love seeing everyone where they're at with different skill levels and what they can do. it's just so impressive to me, and it's so empowering to just be a part of a group of women that are so focused on building each other up, no matter where you're at on your makeup journey. I get comments sometimes that are like, oh, I wish I could do that like you. And I feel like such an amateur myself when I see something like that. I'm like really flattered, because I'm like, me? Really? Or if someone asks like if I can do a certain tutorial on a look, I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm looking at so many other people like that, like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I had that skill. All that to say, I just love my makeup community so much, and it really helps bring me out of the darkness. Sorry, I know that's a little too deep for a makeup tutorial, but All right, I'm still going in with the Soft and Sweet shade. I feel like I blended it forever because I was too busy talking, but I'm just... All right, so this is for my hooded eye girls. All right, when I look straight forward, most of the work I just did in the crease totally disappears. I have these bulging brow bones right here. Now, if I want to achieve any type of cut crease, half cut crease, halo eye, whatever fun effect that I'm going for, I have to take that brow bone into consideration, and I have to blend my transition shade on top of it, just a little bit, because otherwise my crease disappears. You essentially have to create your own crease. Now, you beautiful, beautiful women or men blessed with like non-hooded lids, just nice lid space galore, I envy you. 1, 2, you can ignore this because you're blessed. You're blessed. All right, but now you can probably see when I'm looking straight on that you can see the shadow more on this eye versus this eye because I didn't bring it up all the way over here yet. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush just because it looks a little harsh. Just doing nice little circles along the top so it doesn't look so blunt, because we just want it to look like the shadow appeared. I didn't do anything. I didn't lay it there. It's just part of me. All right, now we got a nice transition going on. I'm going to dip into one of my favorite shades in the palette, Bittersweet. It's like a purpley, raspberry, yummy shade. And I'm just gonna start here because I don't know where I'm going with this look yet, but I know I want to start blending it into my outer corner and then up into my crease. I really wish I could be that girl that's like, all right, the left side is finished. I'm gonna go off camera real quick and do my other eye and I'll be right back. But that's not me. I like to use the same brush for a lot of steps. So if I'm already dipping it in one color to get dirty, you know, I don't want to keep dipping it. I just think it's easier this way. All right, taking that same fluffy blending brush again and just going to blend my transition shade into this deeper berry shade. Because we didn't put it here, it just happened to appear on our face. All right, do I want to do blue or do I want to do like the maroon? Let's do it. Because if you've never used this palette before, I just want you to see how good the shade Blueberry Muffin really is. Just using the blending brush that I've been using this whole time. And I'm mainly going to focus it on my outer corner. And before I really blend it out, I'm just laying it down because I'm trying to decide what shape I want to go for. I'm going to take the Real Techniques Instant Pop Crease Brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. I use it almost every time I do a look. And I'm going to use it to, one, help me really pack on the blue. And as it says, it's an Instant Pop Crease Brush. So I use it to kind of lay down the color in the crease. And then I'll go in with something a little fluffier in a minute to blend it out better. The tip on this just helps me get the shape that I'm going for when I'm going all up in the crease. Okay, I'm going to take this Morphe M507. It's really small, really fluffy, and it's great for when I'm blending more concentrated areas like this, to really just get in there. I'm gonna take the brush and go back into the bittersweet shade, the purplish berry shade, just to help blend the two together a little more. And then I am going to leave the top a bit messy because I'm about to do a cut of some sort. All right, I'm just gonna take some concealer on the back of my hand and use my little Alamar Cosmetics brush. You're gonna get so sick of seeing these, but I love doing a half cut crease. I've said it before, I just think it is the most complimentary shape for hooded eyes, especially over a full cut crease. Can you see a little more now? I wasn't too worried about the top of my shadow because it disappears, unfortunately. You obviously don't have to cut your crease. You don't have to cut any of it. You don't have to wear makeup if you don't want. I do because I think whatever like shimmer I lay down, having more of a white base just kind of helps make the shimmer pop a little more. So with the half cut creasedness going on, I don't cut the full crease, I just drag it halfway, but for me it's a little more than halfway. I like to leave some of that darker shadow that I applied at the outer corner there because I think it really helps give my eye shape more dimension. And then it's so sad, I'm looking forward and it's like, where's the top of your cut crease? It's there. It's there. All right, so this next thing is a totally amateur move, but I'm gonna go in with Blueberry Muffin on just a little liner brush. And at the top of where I laid my concealer for my cut crease, I'm going to gently place some Blueberry Muffin right there. My goal isn't to do like a harsh line, but just to have like a kiss of the color. It doesn't need to be like boom blue. Taking our small blending brush, we are going to blend over it. Same thing on the other side. All right, taking that same pencil brush, we're gonna do the bittersweet shade again. And we're gonna do the same thing, going right over the blue. All right, then we're gonna blend that with that same little blending brush. Okay, and then we're gonna take that fluffy blending brush we were using in the beginning and go all along the crease. Okay, let's add some shimmer in. We are going to do Sugar Cookie. Such a pretty shade. It's okay if you blend it onto your outer edge because we're gonna go in and clean that up in a minute. I mean, technically you want them blended anyway. I'm just saying you don't have to feel constricted to just stay on top of your concealer. Again, makeup's just for fun. It's all fun. We're just having fun. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Instant Pop crease brush again and go back into Blueberry Muffin. And I'm going to just gently blend it into the Sugar Cookie shade. All right, I'm gonna take my tape off.
Fucker.
Oh, mother F. I've never used this Scotch tape before. I always use like the clear one. This one's opaque and it sucks. Oh. Right, I'm just taking this little smudger brush with the bittersweet shade and blending it into the Blueberry Muffin. Just because I want a little more purple in this look. We're gonna take our big fluffy brush and just blend everything together. All right, so I'm done messing with the eyes for a minute. I'm gonna move on to our face. My favorite primer is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Don't let the purple freak you out. It does not stay purple. It is a very hydrating primer, and because I'm more normal to dry as far as my skin type goes, I love a nice hydrating primer. Is it pore filling? No, but luckily I think I cake on so much makeup I don't have to worry about that. All right, and I think it just makes me look a little more loomy, a little more dewy maybe. My favorite foundation, that's a tough one too, but it has to be the Estee Lauder Doublewear foundation. I wear the shade Shell, and for me, it's just something, if I need my makeup to last all day, I can rely on this. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have a pump. I think they sell the pumps now, like if you buy the foundation you get a pump, but back when I bought this bad boy, no pump. Oh, I'm doing it all wrong. I should be an ASMR channel. You like that? I wouldn't say this is a totally matte finish. It's more of just like a natural finish, really. I mean, I guess it's matte. It is matte, but not like super matte. No, not so dry. It's not like giving you Fenty vibes or anything. It looks dewy right now, but it doesn't stay dewy. It just has a nice work time on it. I wish I could get on here and tell you all that my favorite foundation was a drugstore foundation and not a $42 foundation. But I do like some drugstore foundations. It's just, I haven't found one that lasts as well as this one. And it's like, if I'm going on a date night or if I'm going out with friends, I know I can trust this foundation to not get all cracky or cakey or wear off. It's just the bomb for my skin. I mean, as a whole, Estee Lauder doesn't really like excite me. I'm not like, ooh, Estee Lauder. And the Doublewear concealer, I can't stand it. I think the shade range is terrible. Honestly, I don't really know how the shade range is for this foundation, but they have a shade that matches me enough, so I guess I'm okay with it. The concealer, the lightest shade, is seriously looks like butter on me. It's terrible. And it's not cheap either. This is all seriously a situation where I'm having to rely on a dark room and a hand mirror to tell me if I'm blended. One day, if I decide I really like YouTube and I want to upgrade and actually have like equipment and lighting, cool. But for now, I'm like, looks great. Hopefully on the camera, it's not like, all right, don't come for me. But my favorite concealer is Tarte Shape Tape. I know, I'm sorry. My favorite shade's 8B, Porcelain Beige. I've used a lot of good concealers. There's just something about this one that keeps me coming back. I think this shade works perfectly for me. It's so full coverage. It's just good. It's like a tried and true for so many people. Like, did Tarte really mess up with that whole foundation thing? Yeah, big time. And that foundation, I tried it and it was shit. All I know is I can't deny how good this concealer is. I will say though, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, it's like $5 and it's a really close second. It's really good. Okay, again, I'm just trusting a dark lit room and a hand mirror to tell me I'm blended, so hopefully it's good enough. My favorite powder of the moment. It's newer to me, so I know it's bold saying that it's a favorite, but it's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r in the shade Lavendar. I think this just makes such a difference to my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just gonna gently tap it in my under eye area. Super. Okay, and while I have a little baby bake going on, I'm gonna go in with my new favorite bronzer. I know it's new to me, but I can't help it. I love it so much. It's the Fenty Beauty Stalk'r in the shade Inda Sun. So good. I just feel like the shade is perfect, the undertone is perfect, and it blends into my skin like butter. I do dust the hairline with bronzer. I know not everyone does, but really I just try to get the perimeter of my face in general. All right, going back into the powder and just making a little line where we want to bake. If you get some in the ear, just go with it. Like, look at my under eyes. Could you tell that they are brightened and lightened and beautiful and I look awake? Hopefully. While my cheeks are baking, I'm gonna go in with Blueberry Muffin on this little angle brush. And I'm just smudging it along my lash line. Since it's so dark, I'm not bringing it all the way in. I'm just stopping about halfway. And then I'm gonna grab Bittersweet on that same angle brush. And I'm gonna go right on top of Blueberry Muffin and a little under it. And then I am gonna drag this one all the way in. Not all the way into my inner corner, but pretty close. We're gonna take our small little blending brush and just smoke it out a little. Why not? I think we need a little something. My favorite liner is the It Superhero. Now this I probably really can't do on camera, so I'm just gonna pop some on my upper lash line. If you've canceled Kat Von D and you're super sad because you love her Trooper liner and you haven't tried the It Superhero, try it because I think it's the best. It's super black, it doesn't bleed, it's a brush tip, it's just everything that I want and need in a liquid liner pen. All right, let's dust off our powder. All right, favorite blush. I technically have two, but one is the Romantic Rose from Milani. I honestly prefer drugstore blushes over high-end. My second favorite is Flower Beauty's Peach Primrose, but that wasn't gonna go with this look. I finally feel like I'm starting to come together. How does one choose a favorite highlighter? This is gonna sound a little crazy, but it's the Sleek Makeup Solstice highlighting palette, and the orange shade down here that I've hit pan on, that is my favorite out of all 4 shades. All right, I'm not sure if it's gonna translate on camera. I've never used it on camera, but it is beautiful. It looks wet. It is glittery, so if you don't like glitter in your highlights, you're probably not gonna like it, but man, when I want you to see me from space, I just know this is one I can trust. Look at that. Yes, I'm one of those girls who hates the size of my nose, and I talk about how big my nose is, and then I highlight it to hell. I'm Michelle. Nice to meet you. The Cupid's bow, and the chin, just a little. And while we're at it, just a little bit. Fucking head. All right, I'm just gonna take this little pencil brush. For funsies, I'm actually gonna use the pink shade in the Solstice palette and pop that into my inner corner. Right, I'm gonna hit the brow bone just a little bit. All right, my powders are laid down. I'm going in with my favorite setting spray. You already know it's the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. God, that feels good. My favorite lip, and I'm really hoping it goes with this eye look so I don't play myself, but it's the Dose of Colors shade A Mauve Story. I don't think this is a liquid lipstick. I think they called it like a demi matte liquid lipstick. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look it up, but the shade is just my perfect mauve nude. It's so good. Like I said, I'm just hoping it goes with this eye look. I'm not really sure. When I wear this palette, I tend to go more of a purple based shade. You know what? I think since the transition's kind of a mauve, it'll work. I mean, do you know how hard it is to choose a favorite lip color when you have like 900 options? That, and it's like there's a different color for every look kind of a thing, you know? I think it goes with it pretty well. Actually, I'm not mad. That's what's so great about it. It goes with so many looks. All right, my favorite mascara is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I really don't struggle with lash length. Like, yeah, they could be longer, but that's not something like I'm dying over. I really like a mascara that's volumizing. I want volume, I want lift, I want it to look like I've got more eyelashes than I actually do in my head, even if that means they're shorter. And this mascara is just the most volumizing I've tried. It's just the best for top lashes. For bottom lashes, you already know I like the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. The wand is just so skinny. It really just allows me to get right up in there. All right, let me go take my headband off and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, this is it. This is my finished look using a full face of my favorite makeup products. Please leave in the comments below your ride or dies, your favorite makeup products. I'd love to know what you love. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.